Yo, and welcome back to the first 10 Beers Deep review. And that's alright, you heard it's not the retro review, but an actual current review. Hulk.
Grandpa. No, I'm saying pause on retro reviews. Sorry.
So yeah, finally, us Victorians can finally get out to the cinemas. We are big cinema goers, mate. And it was nice to get back out and watch this movie we've been keen to watch for a very long time now.
Fucking ages, mate. Long time coming. I'm coming.
Nobody's
yeah, mate, look, we're very excited to do this. But before we go in any further, talking about details, and we're going to go balls deep in it.
Yeah.
It's what we think happened at least.
Yes, we're going to attempt a piece. I don't remember a lot. My brain was fine. Let's do the non-spoiler review.
Nothing complicated happened in this movie at all.
Alright, anyway, so we'll just quickly do our non-spoiler review and then we'll get straight into it. So, I'd put for the non-spoiler review, just go and watch it. That's it, simple as that. Go and watch it.
Yeah, worth your time, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about it looks like I'm just going to quickly say, I'm sorry if the frame rate of this is, dude, yeah, look at
it's very choppy, ain't it?
It's like we're watching Into the Spider-Verse, a TENET trailer.
It looks great, doesn't it?
Anyway, we'll work on that in the future. This is something we're working on. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, yeah, must see movie, I think, in cinemas too.
Yeah.
Let's just say,
bring earplugs.
Maybe don't bring, a newborn child to this movie. Not that you would have.
No.
Maybe like it's bring it to like the V8 supercars. You gotta bring the little heads.
Yeah, little earmuffs.
Earmuffs, that's it.
Yeah, definitely.
Or the little,
they're so gross. Do you do the good old and then in? No, off topic.
Been a long time.
Off topic. Yeah.
Yeah?
Off topic. Anyway, so non-spoiler review. Jesus. Get in there. Go watch it at cinemas if you haven't already. So now we get into the spoilers. This is your one and only spoiler alert.
Tomo, cue the spoiler warning now.
Thank you, Tomo. Alright, so there you go. That's your warning. If you're still here, please go and watch it. We don't want to ruin it for you.
No.
It's definitely something you got to go watch. And I just saw the buffering on the TV.
I know, dude. It's looped over. How can that possibly be loading?
Who knows?
Anyway.
Let's run with it anyway.
We're running with it. I think it brings character to the review. But Dan, let me ask you something right now. This is the jumping off point.
Yeah.
What do you think happened in this movie?
You know what the worst thing is? At the end of the movie, I really thought I knew what happened, and then I got home, and I was just like, no, it got me. It got me good.
Yeah, it's the more you think about it,
the more confused you are.
Well, I'll start with this. At the start of the movie, the good quarter to first half of it, I was thoroughly
lost.
Confused. God, it's so buffering. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, I was thoroughly confused as to what was happening because they don't explain it really.
And they still don't really explain. Oh, they kind of do. I might have just misheard it.
No, they do. I mean, maybe we're going to sound like idiots. Maybe we just don't get it.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
But we're going to see it a second time and then...
We will.
So this movie... I don't know. It's a movie about... What do I say? So
people are watching this right now.
Inverted times.
Have seen the movie, I guess.
You guys have seen it. So it's time travel, inverted timelines...
So it's
Robert Pattinson.
So that's what got me, was that I didn't understand that this is because I didn't watch many of the trailers.
Same.
I didn't need to know.
Blind.
I didn't need to know, and not blind like we normally go in blind.
Yeah.
But it was just. So then now looking at the concept, I just don't. So what is a TENET?
So TENET, I believe,
is the name of the movie.
Yes.
Okay, I got that down.
It's like the safe word and the fingers interlocking. And I think that's the gesture. It's gonna look really. So they do this, right? And I think this is the forward timeline, and this is the inverted timeline connecting as one. I really try with these.
What about in GTA? That was a good bit.
But yeah, so I think that's what. And like TENET's just like the code word.
It's also the same way both ways.
Yeah. It was.
Did you realise that?
It was a palindrome. Is that what they're called?
Photosynthesis.
Yeah.
I didn't even say that right.
No. We're gonna run with it. But yeah, so.
But like, okay, so. Yeah, alright, mind blowing stuff through the movie. I guess we'll go through them.
Yeah. I guess, like, the best way I kind of explained it when I got home last night was, the seed's planted, but then nothing happens, and you're just like, okay, it was not a seed planted at all, because it's like half an hour. And then the rug gets pulled out from underneath you, and then it makes sense. and you're like, oh my god, that was awesome. And then
Yeah.
a bigger rug gets yanked even further,
Yeah.
and everything rejoins itself, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger every time. And then at the end, you're just like, oh my god.
You know what they call the thing? They kept calling it like it's the strategy of, you know, how they send in someone and then they're doing it backwards and then they do it. What was the name for that? Remember that the military. We're running the because you know how they go in first and then they know what to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I'm getting at, that is the whole movie.
Yeah.
The whole movie is that.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to see it again, because watching it the first time, you really are. You just got to sit back and relax.
Yeah.
Just take it in. Take it right up in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let it just.
In the face. Yeah, gotcha.
Is that appropriate?
I don't know.
But it's just so the technology itself. This is what I first said when we got out of the cinema. Like what happened? Like who developed this? The future people. We're fighting the future in this movie.
Correct. Yeah.
I get the bad guy
Someone's
in the movie.
trying to end the world.
I get the bad guy, what his intentions are. That's they make that clear, at least. You know, he's an asshole, selfish. If he can't have it, no one can. In every aspect of his life. Yeah.
And do you find Kat kind of got more attractive the longer the movie went?
Dude, she was tall as fuck.
She was.
How tall was she? She was probably like 5'11", the other guy.
You know she was? 6'5", 220 pounds.
Hailing from rock bottom, Loserville, nothing
That's the wrong word, but we'll keep going, keep running. I'm gonna say keep running because the trailer keeps going on. I keep seeing someone run in the background. It just keeps making me go so. But yeah, crazy movie, and like it's kind of that bit there was definitely difficult to understand straight away.
And I love how she even says in this scene that's playing right now in a choppy format. There you go, loading. That was my brain for the whole movie.
Just buffering.
But like. She's like, yeah, you don't need to understand it. I'm just like...
Dude, literally, as soon as we hit that, both of us just go, yes.
A classic
perfect.
Look at each other.
Just a classic, yes.
But it's a real Christopher Nolan thing at this point, isn't it? It's just sort of...
It's weird, I really enjoy these brain-bending movies. That's Jared Leto, my bad.
Time to go mobile.
Go a while and listen.
Perhaps he's wondering why you would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane. Eat ass. No.
Smack my ass like a drum. Fuck, we get really distracted.
Alright. Well, Dan, okay, so you haven't done a good job of explaining the story, I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I've really...
Well, what happened? So at the start, it's the what's the actor's name? What is his even name in the movie? Tenet. Mr. Tenet. The protagonist, as he refers to himself a lot.
Name? Why can we not remember any of these things? His name's the protagonist. I'm the protagonist, yeah.
That's what I was gonna say, he kept saying that a lot.
Yeah.
And it turns out, that he was working for himself.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Which, again, I don't know what that means. Like, what does that mean?
He sent himself in the past?
Does it make a copy of you?
Yes, because the inverse timelines. So, future the protagonist,
You split
got
in
past
time.
protagonist to work for future protagonist. Dude, it's... You know,
take upstairs.
You know, we're gonna get so many dislikes and they'll be like, you're so wrong, you're not even
Dude, we're
close.
fucking dumb.
We really should have
It's
watched
not
it
even
the second
playing
time,
anymore.
shouldn't we?
We'll do another review. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
We could.
might have to.
And we'll do a third one as well. We slowly understand it more and more. And we review ourselves.
Yeah.
So what do I think happened in this movie? What happened in that first... Okay, the first opening scene. Great scene. Very cool. But
yeah.
what...
So they were interrogated.
He didn't know what he was doing. He was just... Was he CIA?
I think so.
Special forces of some sort, I think. And he was going there to... We don't know. Puts a patch on his arm.
Yeah.
Get out there, chief. And
They're trying to
and it's that was one of the... He saw that part that we see later in the movie. Remember? He sees that. He's like, what is this? No, the thing. The you know, the metal bits all together.
Yeah, that was at the
at the start. We need to see this again, bro. But yeah, that was there. So like, I mean, it was more just an intro to the movie, right? And he kills himself
using the suicide pill.
There was a test.
So he killed himself so he didn't out his colleagues.
For himself?
So he didn't out his colleagues.
Yeah, but like... So he's not working for himself there.
No.
No, that's fine.
No, as in like watch it again.
Yeah, we will. We'll do another review. But like, okay, and then he's just trying to. Then he sees the bullet, and then now he's on a whole. He's on the boat, and the guy says, "Tenet, that's gonna open doors and some bad doors.
Yeah.
But some good doors, some big doors,
Along the way.
small doors.
Yeah.
Doors will be opening with Tenet.
Magic doors.
Magic doors.
Chris doors.
I had a joke that came to my mind, and we're not gonna say it.
Sliding doors.
But blah 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 blah. Robert Pattinson though, and the protagonist's chemistry though.
Fantastic. I said that about midway through.
Yeah, you did, and then obviously it turns out
that they're
spoilers,
like
no spoilers.
lifelong buddies.
Yeah, they're already like bros, and that's why Robert Pattinson.
And like right at the end, Robert Pattinson's just like, "This is the end for me. Like this is the end of our friendship."
That's right. Actually, we'll get to cool moments in a bit.
Yeah.
Let's keep going with this.
Okay,
We'll
yeah.
talk about favorite moments, but yeah, sorry, keep going. Yeah, the chemistry was great.
It was fantastic. The two of them. I didn't really like him. I found him a bit hard to understand at times.
Are we going to talk
Same
about
with-
that?
Yeah, so we're going into that. So, yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So,
Let's do it.
I finished
Yeah.
watching it last night. I jumped on PlayStation, and a good mate Ewan
PlayStation.
had already seen it. We're having a bit of a discussion about it, and he's like, "Dude, I could barely hear it. Like, hear through it. Barely hear it though."
Especially at the start, bro.
I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean? Like, ours was really loud." And he goes, "No, like mine was really loud." But some of the dialogue's really hard to hear. I'm like, "Oh,
Very.
dude, that's because it's in backwards. That's why he couldn't understand." He goes, "No, I literally couldn't hear it."
Yeah, well,
And then he's like, "No," and then he was sending me a couple of links and whatnot, and he was saying about how, well, actually, I was getting myself some links, so I was reading up. Christopher Nolan's.
he does that
People
a
have
lot,
complained
bro.
about it.
He does it a lot.
People have complained about the sound production because it's really loud.
It
So
is fucking loud.
It
dude.
wasn't the cinema that did it loud. It was actual
No.
movies that loud.
Because you remember, have you seen Interstellar?
Not in cinemas,
Fucking same thing, bro.
is it?
Blow your fucking eardrums out. You can barely hear what's happening. But it was like rockets taking off and stuff, so it felt like that was
Necessary.
meant to be. But in this one, it was everything, bro.
Like, got a couple times where like it was so loud that like
Literally,
it
I was like
hurting.
this. I was like,
Like the gunshots.
That's
like
not an impression
the
of
gunshots
anybody.
didn't sound like gunshots because it like hurt.
yeah.
And then like and then some of the dialogue was really quiet, and so people have obviously taken to Twitter and that to complain. And he said, "No, it's a part. It's part of the movie. You're not meant to hear some of the dialogue clearly."
Yeah,
You need to second
you get
guess
that at
it.
some point. It's like, you know,
But sometimes you just don't hear it at all. So I'm like, what's the point?
yeah. I gotta say, I know it's a choice that he makes a lot, but I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
Nah.
It's too. I like when the music's great. Great music.
It was fantastic.
Great music.
The plan with
as
Travis
you know.
Scott was fantastic. There's a couple of times of those pre-action scenes, just
But all right. Look, guys, we're sorry. We don't really know what happened in this fucking movie, dude. Well, we know what they saved the world from the future of because the bad guy wanted everything to end.
We saved the future from the future in the past.
But like, and then they get into the grandfather theory and the paradox, and it's like,
Yeah.
so that you know what? Let's not. But cool moments in the movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go through them. Favorite moments for you? Do you have any off the top of your head? Go.
That one right at the end where like everything just clicked.
That was cool.
There was one moment there where he's like, this is the end of our friendship for me, but this is the start of a brand new blossoming friendship for you. And they're showing the timelines, how they intercross, and how one ended and the next one starts. So, like,
he's about to
the
now-
past has now become the future. I thought that was really. I'm getting out of camera. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
I thought it was really cool.
that was really cool.
You know what else was really
Put
cool?
the mic forward more.
I think you'll agree with me on this one
Yeah.
too. Right at the start, you see the bad guy. Was his name Andre?
Russian
I just know
boy,
that's a real Russian
communist,
name.
USSR,
He said,
Soviet.
You see him on a yacht, and you see someone diving off the side, and you think he's having an affair.
Yeah.
Then at the end, you see it's her diving off the side because
Wild, bro.
she's killed her. She's killed him.
Yeah, wild. Which I'm not gonna lie to you, she really annoyed me in those parts.
Yeah.
She was fucked the whole thing, bro. She was end of the world then.
Yeah.
Like if they didn't, miraculously save,
Yeah.
Rob Pattinson puts the thing there, whatever, which was crazy that he even thought of doing that.
That's great. Some things like the car.
She would just, if it was a second later, they still could have been successful, but it wouldn't have mattered. The world would have ended.
Yeah, and you know what she said? I thought I knew you would have a way.
I didn't mind her excuse was like she didn't want, because he ends up thinking, he didn't want to think that he won.
Yeah.
He wanted him to know that
She
we
won.
got you, bro. You played checkers, we played chess, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You know another really cool thing too.
Oh, and the fight scene. The one with the... Is that what you're talking about?
The two people with the...
Yeah, with the mask. And you know what? When that happened, we looked at each other and said, that's going to be something, bro. Because we saw Robert Pattinson...
Just throw
him, and then he comes back around really quickly. Throws the helmet back, too.
Yeah.
And I'm like... In my head, I was like, oh, no. Robert Pattinson is...
Bad guys.
Something dodgy with this dude.
Yeah.
Something dodgy. And it was something dodgy.
Yeah.
But in...
Good dodgy.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Dodgy.
Dodge.
Good dodgy. Shout out to dodgy. But yeah, it was fighting himself and the fact that... Because he knew more than the protagonist, obviously, because he had...
He was coming from the future.
Yes, you're right. So he's going to now, the protagonist at the end of this movie, meet Robert Pattinson.
For the first time.
And now he's going to be like Robert Pattinson to Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As in character-wise.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Their role's going to switch. Now he knows what's going on. And
I gotta tell you, man, I don't really like Robert Pattinson movies, but I thoroughly loved him in this.
He's changing big time.
And I tell you what,
because also
that's got me keen for Batman,
yes,
which is
dude.
what I'm about to bring up next. The fighting in this movie, bro, that
Crazy.
had that DP grit.
It did, dude.
It did.
How about the fucking cheese grater?
Yeah, the cheese grater across the face, like it's like running through across the table, and we're just like, oh.
DP just turns and goes, gritty.
Yeah, that's got the grit. And I just goes, yeah, it was good.
It was good.
It didn't look soft. It looked good.
Jesus.
And like everything, I just love that everything. Like,
It was great.
I'm still confused, right? Obviously.
We get the surface level.
Yeah.
But when we think about deeper, like what this technology, what is the benefit of it?
Yeah. No, I mean, like everything makes sense on surface level. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
But,
like you get they stop the bad guy and they save the world.
Yeah.
We got it.
And then, oh man, there's just so many bits. Like that was so cool.
Yeah, we first came out. He's driving back. Dude, just think about filming the fight scenes and the driving and everything, bro.
Imagine the cameras and that, bro.
But they must have to film it once and then film it again and then sort of overlap them. One's going backwards and
one's going forward.
maybe they film it backwards.
Or maybe they just film it and then they just get another copy of it and just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they must have to film it twice, maybe.
I mean, like just good old Control C, Control V, and flip.
I'm sure that's what they did. Just a little.
Yeah.
That's it. Send it out to the cinemas.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and there's so many cool bits like that.
That's funny.
I mean, the one at the end where he's like, you may have a time where you feel distressed.
Oh, the obvious. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was good. That was great. Fuck
gives
the
her
Indian
phone.
shit, bro.
Then right at the end, and it was the Indian woman.
Yeah.
And she promised him.
That was cool.
Protection.
He thought that she was in charge, but he was in charge, bro. So what?
Yeah.
But also
he
the
thought
coolest.
she was the dom and he was the sub, but he was the dom, she was the sub. Bondage.
But yeah, and the coolest moment for me was when he looks down when he's the final scene of the, saving the world part where they're underground and all that. He's chasing the car and the honking and all that stuff. But then we know by the end it's Robert Pattinson's going back. He's the guy that gets shot in the face to save, because some dude, he looks down at the backpack and he notices that's his backpack.
Yeah.
That's his thing. And he jumps up, takes the bullet to the face. You don't see who it is first. But we're like, what? And at the end, obviously it all comes together. That's what we're talking about.
And
Like, that was a great
and
moment.
you see his little thing too.
He's got the little thing.
Sucks himself back onto the backpack.
Yep.
Awesome.
Powerful stuff, bro.
Awesome.
I feel like I'd do that for you. Would you do it for me? Take a bullet to the face? Would you catch a grenade for me?
Yes, I would.
Anyway, how do we rate these? What's the classic? Oh, you didn't pick up your phone! Dan's
Yeah.
phone rating. Yeah, I mean, Apple watched it a few times, but that's just...
That's just the buzz, though. But I wasn't reading the notifications.
for the buzz.
I wasn't reading the. I was just seeing like what it was, but I wasn't actually reading into like if it was a message or anything or opening anything up. My phone had notifications from 3 hours. That is very rare. Like I've got 9 minutes, and I'm currently very anxious about that being there for 9 minutes.
You know it's not Tinder.
No.
One day. Mitch Goyko. But yeah, Dan did pick up the phone, so that's a great sign.
And it had me
Entertaining
hooked
stuff.
up. There wasn't any time where I was just kind of like just slowly going,
Oh, and
Yeah,
just,
there was no time where I was like, this is a good time to pick up my phone and quickly check.
what do we rate? We just say how much we enjoyed it, pretty much. Yeah, I love this movie just because I enjoy the experience of being a little confused and making you think You know, it's not cut and dry. It's not a fucking.
Yeah.
I like Marvel movies, but it's not a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I love still thinking about it. I love leaving and still thinking about it.
Making me
why
want to
we
see
love
it
The Last
again.
of Us, because, you know, it took us 3-4 days to fully process it all.
And, you know, transgender Abby. That's a little birthday present for you, Nick. Anyway, yeah, I'd say must see. Must see. We're going to see it again. And you know what? Just to support the cinemas, man. What an experience to go back.
I love going back. I
Missed
love
it.
those cinemas. You know what
so
I missed? Having the numb tongue and just the constant, no matter how much you brush your teeth,
Yeah.
just the constant feeling of butter just
I had
stuck
yellow
on your
teeth this morning. Like yellow. Mellow. I felt a little ill as well.
Yeah,
It's been a while since
butter.
I've had a large popcorn and a large Coke. And a, you know, movie large Coke.
Yeah.
It's not quite American's
They've gotten
level.
smaller though. They've gotten
Yeah.
smaller.
It's not quite American
The
style.
large was nowhere near as big as what it used to be. I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
I feel like going, is that a large?
Yeah, but it still fucked me up. Like, I was lying in bed, I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. You can really just feel the butter. Anyway, we're getting off topic. We're no longer talking about Tenet. We're talking
but
about...
yeah, the movie experience was great. It's great to be
It was
back.
great.
Shout out to Tasmania who got this first, as we.
Yeah, the first people... Oh, no, well, for Village Cinemas anyway. They got it before
Village
we
Cinema.
did. I'm not sure if Village Cinemas is everywhere else in this country. I don't think they are. They're only Victoria, Tasmania.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's not. When you book tickets, it's all in the country. Remember, you have to pick the state.
Is it? I'm not too sure. I'll
Yeah,
take
Dan
it.
never pays for tickets.
I gave you... No, hang on.
So yeah, you
No.
always do it to me. You always do it to me. You set me up to make me angry, and look at you. You
No,
took the bait.
No, you know what he did? So
You took the bait. I
I'm
was
busy.
joking.
No,
I was joking.
I was busy.
Tomo, cut!
This-
Oh.
It's so warm.
See, that's the 10 years deep je ne sais quoi we've been missing. Anyway, yes, Dan bought vouchers for the tickets. He sent me the vouchers. I didn't use them because I felt like I didn't want to use his vouchers. We're going to go to the movies again. We're going to use them for the next time.
And you know what else he didn't do? I gave him our joint V Rewards membership card.
We didn't have a joint. It's yours.
No, we've been using. I only use it when you and I go. I don't
Yeah,
use-
but is it yours?
It says Daniel and Alex on the membership.
Are you joking?
It says Daniel, like first name Daniel, last name Alex.
Are you kidding?
That's it.
Well, now I feel like a dick. Because I used Alex Bazzacchini in my one, obviously.
Yeah, there
Dude, I had like 4,000 points, so I could get a bunch of... I must have used it. I don't...
I mean, every time you and I have gone lately, as soon as I made that account,
Yeah.
I've just been using that. But
Anyway. Sorry about
Anyway.
that, Dan. I was just trying to rile you up, and it worked. See? That's what you do to me, and now I see how you feel. You feel good?
I feel like chicken tonight.
Tenet out of 10.
Tenet, fantastic
10
movie.
out of 10.
This is turned into such a mess. It's a 10 at Eiffel Tower. It's definitely one to watch.
No, we don't give number ratings, because you know what?
Mate, that's... Yeah. You know what?
Must
'Cause-
see.
yeah.
Maybe we'll rank out Christopher Nolan movies at one point.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But we have to see it again before we'll make another
So,
video.
this would be up there.
Was this more? You said this is more confusing. Oh, you know what? Let's wrap it up. Thank you for watching, though, our first actual review,
Yes.
an up-to-date review. As
Yes.
you know, as much as it says September on there, just came out. We
It
swear.
just came out, like last week for us.
So it was crazy. I mean, a lot of other people around the world are in the same situation, but we finally got to see it. We loved it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed whatever you just saw here. If you enjoyed choppy trailers in the background of two
You
guys
enjoy choppy
talking about-
trailers and just two confused boys.
Yeah, just don't know what
talking to a
actually.
camera.
You know, yeah, I'm
You know,
sorry.
I don't know how we can review it for you because we don't know what's happened.
We enjoyed what we saw. You know,
was
what we're like
fantastic.
we're like a dog just watching like pretty colors on the
Dog
screen.
chasing cars.
Yeah, really.
Great.
Anyway.
Another Christopher Nolan's reference.
Thank you for watching. This has been 10. Mate, come on, carpet, mate. Come on. Does the carpet match drapes?
Anyway, we have been 10 beers deep. I am DP.
I've been the Baz. Hasta la vista, Great Northern. Oh, it was already open.